So, does solar galaxy have anything to teach man?
Solar galaxy is a very effective teacher. It does it silently, but you must watch closely the operation of the galaxy. The rising of sun in the east, the setting of sun in the west, all these things, they happen very calculatedly. On no day it goes wrong. See, even our trains and buses, when they are operated by talented conductors in the railway station, there is the station master and there is the lineman, and there are people who keep on giving instructions to the engine driver. The train must stop at this time, it must start at this time, it must take a turn at this time. They keep changing the line. They change the train from loop line to main line. They do so much of monitoring. In spite of that, we see train accidents, killing hundreds of people. But the planets go around their orbit, all the planets, very exactly in a regular pattern. The moon has its way, the sun has its way. And astronomers have observed that there are particular days when the day is equal in duration with night, but not on all days. On other days, sometimes day will be longer or night will be longer, and they have marked down the dates. And you won't believe that every year the same process repeats. A solar eclipse can be predicted. A lunar eclipse can be predicted. Prediction is possible only if there is a regularity of movement. Prediction is not possible if the movement of the planet is at random. One day sun travels at this speed, one day at another speed. If that happens, we cannot predict anything. But every movement of every planet is predictable. That is how we get an ephemeris. We call it in our language as Panchanga. Hundreds of years back, our Rishis had predicted the movements of all planets. That means there is a regularity of movement maintained in the solar galaxy. Leave alone the movement. Take the case of the position of the planets. These planets are not resting upon any flat surface. When we stand upon the earth, we think that we are very secure. But we least realize that the whole earth ball is hanging in an empty void space. If you travel in a rocket and look at the earth from the astronomical space, you find the earth is not hanged by any chain. It is not supported by any flat surface. It is simply floating in the space. All planets are floating. And our astronomers have discovered that every planet emanates a sort of gravitational and pulling force. And that force is mutually supplementary and complementary. The gravitational force of the earth and that of the moon are so calculatedly strong that this supports that and that supports this. All planets are mutually held up in their places by this gravitational force. Now, when you look at all these things, what is the lesson that solar galaxy teaches us? It teaches us that there is a dictator behind all these planets. There is an operator who does this work very exactly. So it doesn't happen just like that, accidentally. It doesn't happen at random. Everything is pre-calculated and operated very intelligently. There is a super brain that is responsible for this. Then you realize it. How can you be an atheist? You have to accept theism. So that is the lesson as solar galaxy teaches us. It teaches us the existence of the Almighty God and His pattern of creation. And if you choose to be an atheist, even after observing this, that is purely out of audacity and vanity, I would say you are not going on the right path.